So this is an extremely important video to understand the correlation between the larger market formula and your business life cycle. And this will give you the philosophy of everything that you need to do in your business to make sure that when you're running paid ad campaigns, that you're taking advantage of every single lead and opportunity that your business gets so that you can close more business and so that you can help more people. A lot of dog trainers struggle with the conceptual understanding of this, which is why their businesses stay stagnant and why they never grow to their full potential. So if you guys can comprehend this, soak this in, and take everything that I'm giving you from this video, implement it into your businesses, they will be super successful. If you don't, it might not work for you, okay? So really pay attention here, guys. Make sure that you're taking this in because I'm going to drop some fire for you. So first off, I want to start off with the larger market formula. So a lot of you guys have probably seen this in your demos before you signed up with us, but it's really important to bring this back to have an understanding of the psychological and the purchasing behaviors that are going on in your leads' heads before they even get to you guys, okay? 3% of your market is actively searching for a solution to their problem. Okay, 17% are in information gathering mode. They're checking out reviews, they're checking out pricing, they're checking out what types of philosophies, what types of trainers there are, success rates, all sorts of things. 20% of your market is problem aware, but they have not taken action yet. They haven't gathered information or they are not actively searching. And then 60%, guys, 60% of your market has a problem, but they are not yet problem aware, right? They don't realize it yet. They need some help understanding that there is a problem and that you guys can solve that problem. Okay, so that takes us over to the business life cycle. You guys are all in business because you have created a product or a service. Okay, so in this case, you have a service, which is your training, or it's a product, which is your board and trains, or whatever programs you've created, right? You can also kind of put that in, lump that into the product category. But guys, this is really, really important to understand. So you guys have a product or service only because you have a market. Okay, the first part of marketing, guys, is market. So if there is a market that has a problem and you can solve it with the product or service, you're in business, which is why you guys are in business today. So you guys have this awesome product or service. You're a bunch of dog trainers. You're really good at communicating with dogs. You're really good at helping and coaching your clients so that they can communicate with their dogs. You guys came to us for marketing help so that we can get you leads and lead generation and opportunities for your business. But there's one thing that is missing right now, okay? Doesn't matter where your lead is on the spectrum, the one thing that is missing from 95% of your businesses, guys, and I'm in there listening to your calls. I'm in there listening to sales calls. I'm looking at the efficiency and how quickly we're following up with leads, if we're following up with leads at all, what the follow-up process looks like. That sales process is awful or missing from 95% of your businesses, guys, right here. Okay? It's a third of your business. A third of it is marketing, getting opportunities to promote your product or service. A third of it is sales, and a third of it is product or services. So guys, a lot of you guys think that because you have this amazing product or service, you're just going to get referrals nonstop. And a lot of you have built your businesses on referrals, right? Referrals are usually searching now or they're in information gathering mode. So you're getting those hot leads that are in the top 20% here of your market, which is great. However, you're missing out on the bottom 80%, which is why some of you are opting in for Facebook marketing because you want to get after more than just referrals. You realize that if you rely on referrals, that one, referrals take time, and two, there's no predictability. You have no idea how many referrals are going to come in next month or the month after. And it's hard to grow it and scale a business and hire people that need you to pay them if you don't know what the revenue is going to look like the following month, right? So as far as referrals, guys, searching now, information gathering mode, okay? But I'm going to show you something here that is going to help you understand why you're not closing your Facebook or your Google leads. When it comes to referrals, a lot of people don't realize That is a marketing channel, okay? Marketing, when people think marketing, they think of lead generation or billboards or TV, or they think of social media or Google, right? Branding. If we could lump marketing into one word, it's opportunities. It's opportunities to solve a problem with your product or service. That is all marketing is, guys. The opportunities could be your business cards. They could be referrals, like vet referrals. It could be someone seeing an ad on social media. Whatever it is, if it gets someone's attention that has a problem and they contact you, that is an opportunity, okay? That is the marketing part. So your marketing goes to sales, okay? So in order for you to create a transaction so that you can deliver a product or a service to one of your leads, you have to have a sales process. So with word of mouth and with referrals, right? Everybody's so freaking good at closing, right? Every dog trainer I speak to, I'm like the sales king. And when I ask them, what kind of sales experience do you have? Like, where did it come from? What professional development have you done? 0 is the answer 99% of the time. So their sales closing skills are all from word of mouth and referrals and recommendations. But guys, think about this. Those word of mouth, the recommendations, all that stuff, they're already sold before they get to you. Okay? Think about sales. Sales, you got to give them information. You're going to have to handle objections. You're going to have to talk about price. You're going to have to see results. You're going to have to build trust. All those things happen in the sales process. They don't happen in the marketing process. They happen after a lead contacts you. And you got to be able to deliver value so that all those things are handled and they feel comfortable moving forward with the transaction to get your product or service. Okay? But word of mouth and referrals already know what your prices are from the referral. They already have seen results from the referrals dog. They already have trust because they trust the referral that's sending them to you, right? So the sale is already done before they get there. So if you guys have like an 85% or 90% close rate, it's not real. They're already closed before they get there. And the fact that you only have an 85% close rate on referrals is crazy. It should be 99% because they already know what the pricing is. They already know how much time is invested. They've already seen results from someone that they trust. Okay? So word of mouth, guys, those do not count towards your sales closing rate. Okay? I've seen a lot of people come in here thinking that they're just going to close left and right, but they don't have a real sales process or a real true understanding and grasp of what sales is and how to utilize it. And they're not getting people from this stage to this stage because they're missing this. Okay? So I don't tell you guys this to put you down. I tell you this to raise your awareness, to understand that this is what's missing. And if you guys take my sales advice seriously, you will close more and more and you will help more people. You will get more people to the product and service part of your business. Okay, but if there's nothing here, if there's no sales process or the sales process is broken, you're not going to get leads that are coming in through Facebook and through Google outside of referrals and outside of recommendations. You're not going to get them past this guy right here to your product or service. So that's what's happening, guys. Okay? So back to the larger market formula, right? We know that 3% are searching now from the information gathering mode, okay, guys? So if you are running Google Ads, your Google Ads is going to be this guy right here. Your SEO, your website traffic, all that stuff is going to be the top 20%. 1 out of 7 will sign up with you, even if you suck at sales, if you're the first person to call them back. That's what this 3% represents of that 20%, okay? So simply, if you are the fastest to reply and get back to your leads before your competitors, they will sign up with you even if you suck at sales. Even if it's hard for you to describe the value of dog training and how it can change their life and how you can help them justify seeing your price points and why you're so expensive, you will close 1 out of 7 simply for being the fastest. Now, everybody wants Google Ads, right? Everybody wants SEO. Everybody wants to have the low-hanging fruit here, guys, okay? But here's the thing. If you truly want to help people that have problems, why not go after these guys? These guys are on Facebook. The people that are problem aware but have not taken action yet, they will never find your Google ads. Only a small percentage of people are hanging out on Google. Yes, they are hot and they're ready to buy, but you know what that tells me? The people that only want Google and the low-hanging fruit guys, that tells me that those people are lazy, okay? Because let me show you. I'm not an artist by any stretch of the imagination, but here's my tree. Right? We've all heard this term before. And it's the low-hanging fruit. Okay? Okay? So, what I'm hearing from people, right, when they sign up and they're like, Louie, I have this avatar. I only want to reach people in these high income zip codes. I only want to help people that are ready to buy my service now. I don't want to spend too much time in the sales process. They want the low hanging fruit. They want these guys. Okay? Boom, boom, boom. They're going to go after those. Guess what, guys? Only 3% of your market is down here. All your competitors are spending a lot of money on Google to try to get in front of them as well, or on SEO to try and get in front of them as well, right? So, first off, the fact that you only want to help people with money, that seems a little unethical, right? You should want to help everybody. You should want to help all of these people, whether they're actively looking, whether they're not looking. But here's the thing, on Google, okay, it does not matter. Your Google lead, right? Let's say you have a $2,000 program. Your Google lead lifetime value is $2,000. If you have, like, let's say your average program is $2,000. Your Facebook LTV is $2,000. Guys, it doesn't matter if the close comes from Google, comes from a referral, comes from Facebook, your lifetime value is exactly the same. Just because people are searching on Google and are actively looking for help right now does not mean that they have more money than the people down here who are not problem aware or are problem aware but haven't taken action yet. They just have a stronger pain point, or maybe they're just more active as a person that when they do have a problem, they're going to go ahead and they're going to look for a solution faster than someone here. That's the only difference. Money aside, there's no way to know if your problem aware or your Facebook people have money versus your Google people, right? It doesn't make any difference. The lifetime value is the same, and the purchasing power of your leads are exactly the same, guys. The only difference between your word of mouth and between your Google or your Facebook is how good you are at sales and how educated they are before they got to your sales process. That is the only thing that matters. So, while everybody wants to go after the low-hanging fruit because they think it's the easiest to sell because the people over here have the most pain points that they're taking action today, don't forget, we don't know how much money they have. Okay, so money aside, that's a whole different thing. We have no idea to really like understand where they are financially, and that's okay. They just need to see the value, and if they see the value, it doesn't matter. Right? I use this example with you guys all the time. The people that live in Section 8 housing and are buying food on food stamps, they have iPhones. Okay? $1,500 iPhones. It's not about how much money they have. All that matters is the value that they see. And if they see your program as super valuable to them, that it's going to solve problems and change their lives, they're going to come up with the money somehow. Okay? So back to this low-hanging fruit, guys. The difference between the people that are at the bottom, fending and fighting for the low-hanging fruit, and the ones that have fruit sitting at the top, okay? The businesses that thrive in any industry, this is not just pet industry, but specifically in the dog training space, are the ones that have some sort of instrument to get the high-hanging fruit. That's what you want to get. Your competitors are all fighting for the low-hanging fruit. Why not go after the high-hanging fruit? So the tool that I can give you guys to get here, okay? And to get the high-hanging fruit, it's called sales process. That is the difference between businesses that want to stay at the bottom and just get the low-hanging fruit because they don't have a real sales process, and the ones that are extremely profitable that help a lot of people, they have a sales process and they're able to get the people at the top. They don't have to just fight over the ones in the bottom, okay? So we talked about word of mouth and how word of mouth and referrals are already sold before they even get to you, which is why you're closing a lot of them. And we talked about Facebook and Google are the same exact thing. They just have a different level of education before they get to you in the sales process, okay? I got one more thing for you guys. Okay? Time versus money. So when you guys are marketing, there are two types of leads that you can get. You can have either time or money leads. Okay? So time leads are going to be word of mouth, networking, etc. Like going out, handing out business cards, going out, meeting different like vets and doggy daycares and trying to network with people, relying on word of mouth, relying on people to share their experiences about the training that you did, versus money. Paid ads, sponsorships, getting your name out there, you're paying for it, okay? And then the worst, SEO, which is a combination of both. You gotta pay someone to do your SEO and it takes a lot of time. Don't recommend SEO for a lot of reasons. I mean, it's important over the long haul of your business, I guess, but we built, a massive agency just based off of paid ads and a little bit of time, a little bit of cold calling. But I bring this up, guys, because when it comes to the marketing, whether you're going for people that are actively searching now, right, your word of mouth, your referrals, your networking, you're investing time, okay? When it comes to everybody, the full spectrum, you can get them using money. Facebook ads, Google ads, okay? The reason I bring this up is because a lot of trainers, I go into these groups and I see all sorts of awful marketing advice. And the advice is always go out to dog parks, demo your dog, hand out business cards, go to Petco, demo your dog, hand out business cards, go to vets, go to doggy daycares. Guys, all that time spent, okay, is wasted because of one thing, guys. The biggest lie we were taught in our lives, guys, is this. Time is money. Have you guys heard that before? I'm sure you have, right? Time is money. I gotta go. Time is money. Yo, come on, man. I need you to hurry up. Time is money. I gotta go. I gotta get to the next meeting. I gotta get to the next lesson. I gotta get to my next eval. Time is money, right? So this is one of the biggest myths that we're taught, which keeps poor people poor and rich people rich. It's because rich people think like this. Okay, poor people think time is money, and rich people and successful business owners that have made it already think that time is greater than money. So if time is greater than money, because time is limited, it's a limited resource, right? So if you live to be 100, you get 36,500 days, and that's it. At 36,501, it doesn't exist. You won't be here on this planet anymore, okay? Time is a limited resource. Money is unlimited, right? We can print money every single day. There's more than enough money for you to have more than enough money, and there's still be more than enough money for everybody else, okay? It's an unlimited resource. We print it. It's not real. It doesn't exist, okay? So if I know that time is more valuable than money, what I'm going to do is I'm going to invest money into my marketing rather than time. So that you guys are here right now investing in Facebook ads, you're investing in Google ads, you're on the right track. But if you want to grow and get there faster, you got to raise your budget, right? You got to raise your budget. The more money you put into it, the more time you guys will get back. Some of you guys are putting in these small $600 budgets. That's not going to do a damn thing for you. If you want to become $1 million business, you can't be afraid to invest $100,000 into marketing. Okay, this rule of thumb for successful businesses is that they reinvest 10% of their earnings, of their revenue, not their profit, but their revenue, back into marketing. Okay? So now that we know that sales is something that we got to clean up, once you guys get your sales process down, and we'll go over that in another video, once you get your sales process down, invest the marketing, guys. Invest into your marketing, help your business grow, get more opportunities to sell so that you can help more people by providing your product or your service. And guys, here's the truth about marketing. If you break even on your marketing, you will be successful because you will get the word of mouth and you will get the referrals over the long term. Okay, so a lot of you guys have built your businesses past 6 figures plus just based on word of mouth. That will exponentially grow by investing more money into marketing. Okay, so I hope this did something for you guys. It's really, really important to understand these concepts, because once you do, you'll understand why sales is so important, and you'll understand why Facebook marketing is so important for your business. The lead generation, it's the cheapest out there. It's the fastest way to get in front of people. It's the easiest way for them to share your content, to build trust and credibility to people who have no idea who you are, and to consider dog training who have never even thought that they had a problem, guys. And not only will you get people that are problem aware but that haven't taken action, they might need a little push. In Facebook, you will also get people that are searching now and people that are in information gathering mode. They're gonna fall into your pipelines. It's just a matter of time. And lastly, it's free branding. As a local brick and mortar, you don't need branding. Paying for lead generation does the branding on its own, guys. So I hope this video did something for you. If so, drop me a comment, drop me a like, share this, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.